socially acceptable to wear wigs? Absolutely yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you're wearing it because you've had hair loss like me, or you're wearing it because you just want to have fun and change up your hairstyle, you want blonde hair one day, brown hair the next day, then red hair, short hair, long hair, in the middle hair, like whatever you want. And whatever the reason you're wearing the wig, it is your choice and your choice alone. And I don't think it's unacceptable socially because so many people change their hair. Like think of all the women in the world and the men who dye their hair, who curl their hair, who straighten their hair. Any type of alteration to hair is equal to wearing a wig in my mind. Wearing a wig is just an alternative of hair. Alternative hair, alternative to wearing my hair, alternative hairstyle, whatever you want to call it. It's just, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as like someone dyeing their hair, right? It's a different look. Is dyeing your hair socially acceptable? Yes. Is straightening your hair socially acceptable? Yes, absolutely. So why wouldn't wearing a wig be socially acceptable? So in my mind, do not be afraid. Do not be ashamed. Hold your head high with whatever wig you're wearing and feel proud that you found wigs, because not only are you protecting your hair, you're locking in moisture into your own hair. If you want to watch all the reasons why wigs are good for you and good for your hair, click this link here. But no, absolutely do not feel ashamed to be a wig wearer. I think if anybody is going to look down on you for wearing a wig or talk down to you for wearing a wig, just don't worry about it. Like, they should not be in your life if they're like that. But, I feel like anybody who you tell, hey, I wear a wig, either for fun, like, okay, scenario number 1, I wear a wig for fun, okay? Pretend my hair is perfect underneath. It's great, it's fantastic, but I still wear wigs. Like maybe my hair is blonde underneath and this wig is a color I've wanted my hair forever, but I don't want to damage my hair, so I chose to wear a wig. Well, let's say I'm going to a Christmas dinner and someone rolls on up to me and they're like, hey, I really like your hair. Thank you so much. And I decided to tell them it's a wig. It's a wig. And then they're like, really? Why are you wearing a wig? Well, I didn't want to damage my own hair dyeing it, and I thought this wig looked absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at this color. Look how fun it is. Did you know this wig comes this way? It's synthetic, by the way. And it's got all of these curls, and look at the length. My hair is naturally longer. I didn't want to cut my own hair. I wanted to keep it long, so I thought this was so perfect. Isn't it cute? Guaranteed that person is going to be like, yeah, I really like your hair. Turned out great, right? Alternatively, if they were nasty and you're like, yeah, I wear a wig, and you explain that whole thing about, oh, look how cute she is. And then you say, isn't she cute? And they go, no, I don't really think that color suits you. Then you say, thankfully it's a wig. There you go. Because it's true. Wigs allow you to try different colors without committing to it. So if someone doesn't like your hair, they don't like the color, whatever, it's not the end of the world. It's not like you changed your hair permanently to be that way. So I just can't see it going negatively at all. Like nobody is going to see that they don't like your hair. And if they do, that's why you wear wigs, to try out these different things. It's not permanent, so it's fine. Scenario number 2, you have hair loss like I do. I have Graves' disease. If you want to hear about my story and what happened to my hair and all of that, I will put the link here. I go into detail. But let's say scenario number 2, you have hair loss like me, and you're a little, like, you don't really want to talk about the hair loss because that's where I had been for so many years. Like, I did not want to talk about hair loss at all. I don't want to be seen as sick because I'm healthy. In all the other ways, I don't want to talk about my disease, okay? So let's say that that's like you. Maybe you have alopecia. Maybe you fought cancer. Girl, hold your head high. You fought cancer. Hey, you go to a party. You're wearing your new wig. Someone comes up to you and says, hey, I really like your hair. Or, hey, you changed your hair. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Well, why did you change your hair? Well, one, if you don't want to tell them about your disease or what happened to your hair, you could just say, I like to wear wigs for fun, kind of like scenario number 1. If you want to be open and honest and you feel comfortable with this person, you could admit at that Christmas party, hey, you know what? I actually have Graves' disease. It's thinned my hair. I've actually been wearing wigs for a really long time. I think they're so much fun. It's more manageable than me just wearing my own hair. Like I can actually get these cute styles and it's not permanent. Like I can change my hair anytime I want and make it different colors. So thank you so much that you complimented my hair. That means so much to me. I also think it's cute. So thank you. And then naturally after that, the conversation should move along. But, you know, in any scenario I can think of, you're only going to get compliments on your wigs. And then at that point, it's up to you if you want to tell the people that it's a wig or not. If not, just claim it as your own hair. Going back to, is it socially acceptable to wear wigs? Absolutely yes. Yes, yes, yes. One of the purposes of my channel, obviously it is to help wig wearers who are already wearing wigs. They can essentially shop my channel and shop the wigs that I go into detail on and try to think of everything that somebody would want to know on my wig reviews. So yes, you can shop wigs on my channel. But another reason why I made my channel is to reach out to people who are losing their hair, have thinning hair, alopecia, or people who just want to try wigs for fun, guys, because wigs are awesome. And I am such a firm believer of this. Like my hair underneath, like it is really not the best. It kind of sucks, to be honest. I just have like this tiny little, like look at this. That's all the hair I have. That is not much hair. Now this hair is soft and nice. Like I like this hair, but this is all the hair I have. It's not a lot to do things with. If I had it down, it would be very like scraggly and just like not be how I want to look when I go out in public. So that's why I wear wigs. But even if my hair was great, guys, I still would wear wigs because they're so easy and I can just plop a wig on and look good. I don't have to spend time on it, which I really love because I'm a busy person and I have a baby now. And, you know, I have a job and I have my YouTube channel too. And doing hair takes time and I just don't got time for that. That is also why I made my channel. I want to reach people who have not yet found wigs and who don't even think of wigs when they think of hair. When I think of hair, I think of wigs because they are the be all end all for me. I think they are a gift. I think they're a miraculous gift. They are so amazing. I don't want this video to be all the reasons why wigs are amazing. We're not going to go into that kind of a detail, but I believe wigs are already socially acceptable. I just think they're not easily thought of. When the average person thinks of hair, I don't think their brain goes to, oh, wonder what wig I should buy. I don't think so. For wig wearers, of course, like that's what we think about. We think about, hey, it's a new month, new hair. Let's go buy another wig. Or I feel like being a blonde tomorrow, right? Let's go wear the other wig. But people who don't wear wigs, they're not into wigs yet. They don't even think about wigs. Guys, the majority of people don't even know how natural wigs look now. They're so out of the loop, unfortunately. So many celebrities are wearing wigs. Even men wear wigs. You'd be surprised. Like if wigs finally came out as like, this is the new way. Like you don't wear your own hair anymore, you wear a wig. If that ever became a thing, or if more people wore wigs for fun, it would be thought of. Wigs would be thought of, it would be talked about more. We wouldn't feel weird anymore. We wouldn't have these questions like, is a wig socially acceptable to wear in public? Of course it is. So I guess ultimately with this video, I just wanted to explain a couple of scenarios, like really like let's think through what could happen, what could go wrong. Because I know that when you first get into wigs, especially when I did, I like thought of all these crazy things. Like even when I was going to give birth to my daughter, I was thinking like, oh my God, I'm going to have to like, they're going to know I wear a wig because I have to take my wig off. Like I don't want to wear a wig when I'm sweating and in pain, giving birth to my daughter at home in my house. You know what I mean? If you want to watch that video, link will be here. I was so scared about telling the midwives that I wore a wig. But if more people did and it was more talked about, this would become like a no big deal thing. Like, hey, you walk into a room, I like your hair. Thank you, it's a wig. And everybody looks over, where did you get it? You know what I mean? Like nobody would be scared to tell people it's a wig. And that's ultimately where I would like to get to with the world. Like we'll see if that happens. I know, you know, some people, wigs are not for everybody. I mean, it's such a personal decision. For a lot of people, it would be very convenient and very friendly on the wallet. Like I know some people say, hey, like that synthetic wig, it's $600. That's way too much money. But that synthetic wig is going to last me a year. When I was going to the hair salon, I was paying $600. You guys are going to judge me on this, but it's because I used to dye my hair, get my hair cut, and put in the tape-in extensions, and I had to buy new tape-in extensions every couple of months because they would just become a little nasty. So for that reason, I would spend $600 at least every 2 months, but usually every like that's a lot of money to spend. But I would. And I know I have a lot of friends that spend that kind of money too, just on their hair. And so the fact that one of my wigs cost that amount of money or less, and they last me a year, gosh, you're saving a lot of money wearing wigs. A lot of people don't realize that, not to mention the convenience. Wigs are just amazing, and I wish us wig wearers would feel so confident that we would just know, like within our being, that it is so socially acceptable to wear a wig. I hope we get to that point. I hope we feel very confident in our decision to wear wigs, because I do think it's a great gift to us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope you now too believe that it is socially acceptable to wear a wig. And if you have any more questions or any more concerns about wig wearing, please put them down in the comment section. I would love to answer your question. I will see you next time, and happy holidays.